Hey guys, GhostBlox here, and today I'm going to be playing some Switch 1 games on my Switch 2 just to see how they run. First, let's load up some Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, I have the Switch 1 version of Breath of the Wild. I don't have the expansion pass, which I believe is $30 extra for some extra random stuff that I would never play. And I don't have, I do not have I did not buy the Switch 2 versions of Breath of the Wild because I already played 200 hours of it, so I don't need to play any more time. I have not all. Oh, this is Master Mode, but believe me, I got all 900 Korok seeds on my main non-Master Mode account. So here I am with Breath of the Wild. But the best way to test this is to go to the Korok Forest, because that was the laggiest part of the game in Switch 1. Just already though, I mean the game's running consistently at 30 FPS. You kind of forget how bad 30 FPS is when you haven't played it for 7 years like this. But so it looks horrible. You guys should be able to tell because it is running. I'm recording at 60 FPS, so if there is a frame drop, it should be noticeable in the video. But we're gonna go to the Korok Forest, because the Korok Forest was always the laggiest part of Breath of the Wild. So I have a few games that we're gonna be looking at today. That loading screen definitely feels faster, even though this is not the Switch 2 version. And I know it's not the Switch 2 version because it's definitely not running at 60 FPS. But here we are, Korok Forest. Now, anyway, it has a Switch. I wanted to make a video where I'm comparing side by side Switch and Switch 2, but I transferred all my save data from my Switch to Switch 2. And to get back to Korok Forest, I'm not playing this game on Switch for that long. But as you can tell, we're in the Korok Forest. Not even a chug. Smoothest 30 FPS I've ever seen in my life. So there's obviously, this is already important. Okay, this is the takeaway of the video. Honestly, I wish it was a little bit later so people would watch the whole thing, because I want high retention rate so I can be a YouTuber. But this is already kind of proof that Switch 1 games, if they had performance issues on the Switch 2, they might not run at 120 FPS at 60 FPS, but whatever target frame rate they were supposed to be hitting, they're actually going to hit it consistently now. So that's Breath of the Wild. So I do have a few other games that I want to go over. This is like the big. Everyone that has a Switch probably has ran through this forest and experienced the slideshow that is the Korok Forest. So I have a few more games. First one, so I don't have to while I switch the game cartridges, we'll do Minecraft. So already, man, that I can't even switch the game cartridge. It loaded so fast. So we've loaded it into my old Minecraft world. It's nighttime, so let's sleep. But already I can tell that the game is running at minimum 60 FPS. It's probably, it might even be more. It might be 120. I can't actually tell. But you pull up a menu, not really any lag. You're gonna have to believe me, or maybe I'll find a video from the other day. I was playing split screen with my friend the other day, just for the heck of it, and that was the game was running relatively well. Split screen, when before I don't even know if it had split screen. If it did, it would have been unplayable. But here we are outside. It's a little bit dark. Sorry, it's a little bit dark. It's nighttime. I guess I don't have a bed in this house. But the game's running well, way better than it used to. And okay, most notable thing though is, so since this is Bedrock Edition, hopefully I don't just die because I'm loading this. But we're in Bedrock Edition, so we can go to video, and I'm at 110 FOV. But I was surprised to see frame rate. Well, frame rate unlimited. Render distance, by default it's at 8, and it was for the Switch. But and I don't know if on the Switch version you could change it to 12. I'm not sure. I know it wouldn't run well because it didn't run well at 8. But we're at 12 chunks render distance, which I don't see why I can't do 16 honestly, but we're at 12 chunk render distance. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's dark, but believe me, we are at 12 chunk render distance. So Minecraft actually playable if this is the only console you have for one reason or another. Minecraft will actually be playable on this console. I will say when we were playing split screen, there was a creeper that kind of was there's a little bit of lag before the explosion, but that's just Minecraft for you. I don't know what else to tell you. At least it runs a lot significantly better than on the Switch 1. Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. Game I played a lot, very long, a lot of game time. We were very high ranked in the leaderboard with my friend RVR Product. Was known at certain parts of the game to have lag spikes. Start game, score attack, championship, game start, and I'll probably skip so everyone doesn't just stop watching the video. All right, so right about here, when during these gobble fests is what they're called in this game, there would be frame drops, especially while eating the ghost. There'd be lag spikes where you couldn't smoothly see where you were gonna end up afterwards. Now I certainly don't see a single frame drop. Game runs very smoothly. Okay, so we're finished with Pac-Man. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. How I played Mystery Dungeon Pokemon on my DS and Game Boy Advance. How was this game having frame rate issues on Nintendo Switch? I don't know. I mean, the graphics are good, but I don't know why they couldn't get it to run smoothly. I think it runs at 60 FPS. So I think I'm already, yeah, it auto saves. I didn't know it auto saved like this. So it's gonna resume my dungeon. So I'm right here. Before in the Switch version of this game, when you go up and down like this, you may as well have teleported to wherever you are because you can't see the actual run. The actual run is too laggy and it doesn't work. As you can see, you could see the whole run through. So that's basically all I have to show that this game. I know. Sorry, Pokemon. Just for the heck of it, let's try 1,000 Year Door. I know it should be locked at 30 FPS, and it mostly hit that on the when you put on the Switch. So we'll see. Let's go. Okay, so here we are, 1,000 Year Door. My very seasoned gamer eye, it does appear to still be running at 30 FPS. A smooth 30 FPS at that, you know. But it does still appear to be at 30 FPS. Kind of disappointing. Hopefully they come out, you know, they just let it run at 60 and announce it, because the original game was at 60 FPS and it does feel better. So yeah, this is at 30. I don't think we're gonna see a lag spike here. I don't think there was any particularly laggy areas in this game, so hopefully they patch it and let it run at 60, because I'm sure it can do it. The original game, you know, you can play it on Dolphin 60 FPS. That's all I'm saying. Pikmin 4. The game didn't really have that many performance issues on the original Switch, so I don't think there's not like a spot I know to go to that's like super laggy. But what I will say is the loading screens are super long, and I actually played. When I just got the Switch 2, started playing on handheld mode, and there was this weird it's like it was blurry moving back and forth. So I'm gonna, or maybe that's because it's at 30 FPS. I'm just not used to it. So we'll see on a bigger screen, and I'm kind of being more critical, paying more attention. Let's load it into my save. Okay, I will say that the loading screen seemed, I can't tell you if it was shorter, so it's still pretty long. Okay, here we are. Sunsparkle Terrace. Oh, I think I'm in the perfect spot for this too. Good. So, I think before right here you get a little bit of frame lag. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid frame rate. I mean, yeah, I think because you're seeing like the entire map over here. So yeah, no frame drops. I think this game runs. I want to say it runs at 30 FPS. So Mario Odyssey. This is the only game I own that actually had an update that is supposed to help with performance / extra features / I'm not sure what else, but I actually did get an update that actually changes the game itself. It's not just running the same game on the newer hardware. So it has been a long time since I played Odyssey, so I don't remember how the loading screens were, but that one was definitely fast. And this, I mean, I remember the original Odyssey ran pretty well, but I mean it's running really smooth. Really smooth. Like this game runs at 60 FPS. Yeah, Pikmin 4 runs at 30 FPS. This is what 60 FPS looks like. And this is the laggiest part. This was the laggiest part of the game too. New Donk City. So I remember going down the zip line to be a little bit of lag. Smooth as butter. I even remember on the city sometimes there'd be a little bit of lag spikes because I don't think the render distance. Oh, okay, they disappeared. Okay, people are popping in and out, but yeah, I remember there being occasional lag spikes while walking around New Donk City. Not a single lag spike, even especially on the zip lines. I remember there'd be lag spikes. So, pretty good. I want to say they added this in an update. I don't remember this calligraphy being here. So, yeah, I don't know. There still is like the pop-in. Like right there, you see those lights. Yeah, so it's still, you know, not everything's completely optimized for the Switch 2, I'm sure. But at the same time, what it does seem like running smoother, which is obviously good. And then I don't know if the original game target FPS was 60, but it's definitely running at 60 FPS now. And it looks like we can still do jump rope, so yay! Dang it! So go to Smash, go to the versus Smash or whatever I'm clicking. I don't remember. It's kind of second nature now. Click a stage. And let me pick my main wolf, shall I? Did anybody notice? Anybody? Any wolf mains that don't exist anymore? Okay, well, it's that when you switch skins, especially DLC characters that would take forever to switch skins, it's like it's not a mod anymore. You can just actually switch skins and before what would happen is the character portrait would disappear. And it would take and while the skins would load. So it doesn't happen anymore. Pretty cool, but that's about everything. That's gonna be my coverage of this. I wish I could have compared back and forth a little bit more. That's all I can do because I don't have the save data on my original Switch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're still here, please. Comment down below. Help Al Gore's rhythm. See you guys in the next one.